Um, Hi guys, this is Melvin. I am here with,
Bonnie.
and this is actually take two of this
Sorry.
because, the Einstein I am, I actually forgot to unmute my mic because this is kind of a bonus video. We just got done with your monthly tarot and decided to do this. And this video is coming about because a few friends they messaged me in regards, asking me questions in regards to Pixie and Pearl. And like any good person who should be knowledgeable in the field and informative, I pass it on to someone else. So, Bonnie,
Here we go.
yeah,
Okay. When I'm going to explain Pearl, I'm going to explain Pearl in the best, easiest form matter I can. Is Pearl would be an extraterrestrial. Not like, from Mars or anything, but like galaxies light years away. She is very, very advanced, I guess you would say, when it comes to ETs. And that is possibly where that lying curiosity about extraterrestrials is always kind of stemmed from when it comes to himself. Just because it's something almost that known, but he could never wonder, it's almost one of those things, well, why am I interested in this? Like, why is this something that I'm so curious about? Well, because you've got a guide, quite possibly because you have a guide that's been kind of helping you along all this time, but, you just haven't always listened or understood that you were actually hearing or picking up clues from them. Now, when this comes to Miss Pixie, or I think she was trying to get you to call her Daisy, but but with this one, this little new gal, the one with a little bit of a speech impediment,
hi,
she
Welfin.
came in. I love it. I'm so sorry. I was so waiting for that. I needed that. Now, she came in like really at a time that he needed a certain type of help. Like, okay, so like, if you're going to learn, like, I guess, how to plant plants or to do magic or things like that, well, what better type of spirit guide could you have than like a fairy or a pixie or a fae or something of that nature? Or, I mean, it could have been, heck, it could have been a dwarf, but he gets a fairy or pixie. Sorry. There is a difference. I've had people always like try to. There's a difference. I think I'm sorry. I still like with the brownies, and I'm like, okay, but they're all kind of the same, right? No, but like with the pixie, very good with anything. Like when it, I mean, like I told them leave music on for her and stuff, because that's something that they tend to like. Almost like a hummingbird energy. And he even had explained that we were talking earlier. He's like, yeah, no, it's like really, he called it, what did you call it? Like almost like ADD or what did you call her energy?
Uh, I can't remember.
You almost, yeah, like, but you said it buzzed, or I think you called it buzzing or
Yeah,
something. It was
something
funny.
buzzing about or
Well,
something
but
like that.
yeah, and that's the thing is, so at the time that you needed this, um, she helped you to find it in you to do. He did, and it was a very simple spell, but it was just to bring good things, and favor his way. But if I would have told Melvin any other time, hey, do this spell, this will help. Oh, I could hear him grumbling while he's trying to do it. This is silly. I can't believe I'm doing this. But she kind of gave him that extra boost of being able to get through it without being too grumbly. And he could feel, almost the shift in the air and the positivity. Even when you're fighting it, sometimes when something's working, you can feel that positivity. And it makes it really hard to keep being stubborn. And I think she's going to see him through it. And then I feel like Pixie will probably be gone. And I do feel like, and it's funny because I said, I feel like you've got a male actually coming up. He goes, you know what? I was thinking that last week. And so that was really funny that he had already thought that. But so we will we have yet to see, but I'm quite interested in what is to come next for Melvin, because this has been really fun to kind of help him understand a bit on this journey that I don't think he ever intended to really partake on. But he's saying no. He's shaking his head no violently. But it helps when I guess you don't feel so out of your element, and somebody can kind of help you along with it. You know, like he would be my go-to guy, and he is my go-to guy on Aliens, because like they kind of like intimidate me a little bit, I guess, because it's not like I can pull sage and throw holy water at at an alien. I think that they would not take well to that. I just don't think it would go well for me. So yeah, so he's who I would go to when it comes to those things. And but yeah, like I feel like we all have different ones that will come and go. I had one, and I don't know if I even mentioned this to Melvin, but it was very Genghis Khan. Hold on, how do you say it right? I know that
Genghis Khan.
Well, Genghis Khan's not the actual pronunciation, correct? It's Genghis. It's weird. It's weird. It's like you really are supposed to say it the way it doesn't look like you're supposed to say it.
All right. Well, we'll just go with very powerful guy who was a conqueror.
Yeah, well, he looked like that, but it wasn't him. But it was funny. It was like when I needed a warrior type attitude, and I was really trying to, I was coming out of a really bad abusive relationship, and I had to kind of get my warrior strength back about me. And so here comes this dude, and he was there for a couple of months, and literally as soon as pulled me through it, he was out. Like I didn't even get a goodbye. It did not, he's like, I did my job, I'm gone. But like my other ones, like your Pearl, she's there. I don't see her going anywhere. I feel like she's there. Just like my Holly and my
the Vikings.
Like,
not the Vikings?
No, I don't have a Viking. No, it's just that's my heritage. I could have
sworn you said you had Vikings.
I do have Viking heritage. No, I've never. That's what's crazy, though. I have not had a Viking guide. I do. Okay, now I like talk to Freya and Loki and stuff like that, but they're not my guides.
Oh God, that's another discussion.
He's like, forget it. You're blowing my mind. I'm not gonna sleep tonight because I'm gonna be seeing stuff now. I've already cursed him with it. No, I'm playing. But no, it's pretty easy once you kind of realize that some are there to stay. Others kind of help us through bumps in life, or trials, or heartaches, stressful events. And once we're through it, they're out. So yeah, we can have many guides.
Okay, now, just brief second ago you mentioned some stay, some go. Miss Holly, who resembles a nun, is staying.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she might be like a quite hot nun, so you never know. I mean,
I don't know. She really kind of, I don't want to. She's very sweet. I will say that.
Aww.
No, honestly, sometimes I have the shame in my own mouth, and but she knows me, so she loves me anyway. So, or if she didn't, she would not want to be. She would not have agreed to me.
Yeah. So
she already knew what was coming.
So going off of that, now this is where I myself get a little bit confused. Well, everything confuses me, but I get confused. A few other folks get confused, and we're trying to figure this out. So let's say past lives, future lives, multiple lives. That's the thing. All right. With Pearl, because we spoke about this before, you said, in your opinion, or felt that we're pretty much stuck together. Not stuck. That sounds bad. It's like, you're stuck with this one. No, not.
Well, I feel like it was more that you guys worked well together before, and it's like, well, why not? Let's just do this over again, because it worked good the first time. So why mess up? Can I have you again? Is that okay? Is it something we can agree to? I feel like it's something that has worked well, and it's kind of just a thing, not like a weird thing, but it's she's agreed to be there for you through whatever life and how many lives you need her. And I mean, I don't think that not everybody might not, and that's not something that I don't think that either one of my guides have been with me for all lives or whatnot. But I feel that you and her have had a special thing. Not, that sounds so weird, but like have had a special, sorry, but a special setup to where it's worked and y'all are both okay with that. But I feel like there are some people that do get well acquainted with certain guides, and it will happen over and over. I don't think any has patience for me in the second last time, to be honest. No, really, I don't. I've because I've mentioned before, but my middle child is so much like me that I am always like, I don't know how my parents, like, that's why animals kill their young. But no, it's not. I mean, I'm know me better than that. Like, I would do anything and live and die for my kids. But at the same time, it's like, oh my God, how did my parents not hurt me terribly? Because I wouldn't set up for a second
because
go
they
round
knew
myself. I would not sign up. If I was a guide, I would not sign up for a second go round.
Your parents knew you were gonna have a kid that would be like you,
wow.
and that was payback.
Loved it. Oh man! And when he came, let me tell you, my mom and dad still goes like, my mom was Bonnie. I'm so sorry. I'm like, you're not. You're not. You're enjoying every minute. And she'll giggle like she's being innocent, but it's so sincere. She really loves it. But no, like, I feel like it's just how well we work with each other. Even like if you think about it, a work environment, sometimes there's coworkers that we absolutely mesh well with, and others that we would never want to work with them again, ever. Even if it was like for $200 an hour, it's just like you could not handle being with that person. Same situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sometimes it works very well. Like, and for you, I really feel like it did. And I feel like she, for some way, however, she just knows how to get to you, and you've already accepted that too.
Oh, well, you see, I was going with, we have,
y'all could have multi-dimensional babies. I don't
what?
know.
No, what is wrong with you? No.
I'm just teasing. No, I'm just sorry. I'm just kidding.
No.
See, like, I caused I hear your heart beating. No, I'm kidding. I don't, but you're like, what? Oh my God, no. No, I just feel like there's, y'all had a very closeness for a long time. Yeah. And you possibly could have been, who knows, one of your lives you could have been from there, and they're like, okay, well, we're going to send you down here to live a life, and she's going to take care of you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm wondering if
you could be having the Melvin experience.
What are they doing out there? No, not a Melvin experience. No.
That human, I'm teasing. It's like this. I'm being tongue in cheek, but like a human experience.
Yeah, I thought about that at once, one point, and then I was thinking about something else that you said that, like, yeah, you see, earlier Bonnie said I don't listen, but I listen. I just may not.
I was like, that thing said. Uh-oh.
But no, there's something like, this is how much I actually listen. There's something you said about me that every now and then, like, you see a glow or a light come from me.
Yeah, no, like, if you've ever seen a picture of Melvin, it's almost like they illuminate, if that's the only word. It's like, no, it's like you always have the perfect backup or the, proper, photo lighting in every picture. And it's like, but no, it's like not even in like, I didn't even have flash on or this or that. And I'm like, that's just interesting, because you've always, healthy, like, not only that, but the glow in your cheeks as well is healthy, and it's just very happy. you know what I mean? It's different. It's not a mucky, icky. Even when you're even on a bad day, it's hard to see it physically on you.
Now, going by what you said from that and a few other things about Pearl, I was like, huh, I wonder if, and this is something that Pearl said, like basically she wants us to become our own creator, or yeah, our own creators, or something along that lines. And I was like, I wonder if she created me. Like I always thought about that. If a piece of her is me, or I'm a piece of her, basically I'm her creation, and she is
It's
watching
very interesting.
over me or somewhat. I was thinking
No,
about
that
that.
could be, that's very interesting. Look on it, but that is something that could also, yeah, that's very much also something that could be a possibility. That's the thing about it. It's so, you know, how we get here, that's, it's so unknown anyway. But, I just feel like I wouldn't really, not, I wouldn't put anything beyond possible. You know what I mean?
No.
Because there are so many, okay, well, I mean, like, we haven't even researched our own oceans as
Yeah.
much as you know what I mean? Think about that. So there's so much we don't know. And we try to, we try to think, oh, well, we're humans. We're very highly intelligent. And well, I'm sure there are other beings that think, oh, gosh, these people we're probably stone cavemen to them. So uncouth and so forth, yet we think we are. And we don't even understand. We only see one dimension. We only see, what is here now. We don't realize that, how fast time is, or that time maybe is not even a concern. I saw a really interesting video on that today. Like, well, what if there is no time? It's like, what? Don't do this to me. My mind cannot take this right now. But no, it was throwing things out there. It was like, and it kind of went on an Albert Einstein theory that how, everything is energy and in matter and things and so forth, right? Well, there are different forms of energy from different dimensions, different galaxies, so forth. And I feel like, yeah, if they wanted to send somebody down here and to, and to test out a human life experience, Pearl could have either used somebody that she found very close as a friend or so forth up there, and it's like, okay, well, you want to become a human, Mr. Melvin? Sure, and there was some weird agreement, or either like a part of her she wanted to send down there as a test to see how well, these spirit type, these guide type intervention, like what would you call it, like partnerings work. I mean, they definitely could be testing that. I mean, they're definitely higher level of intelligence than we are, obviously. So I feel like they're the type that will always experiment. Like, there's not going to be enough experimenting ever to make them fully, completely okay. You know what I mean? It's almost like a doctor. They're always going to be broadening their mind.
And then on the darker note, it could be on probation. She's a probation officer. So
and you're in trouble. Trouble. What did you do, Melvin? That's what you need to figure out if that's the case. Like, wait a minute, I want to back on the ship with you, please. Like, this sucks. Like, this earthly life kind of stinks, dude. Like, no, what do I need to do to get back up there? No, that would be definitely me. Like, it's funny, I started out terrified of these things, and now it's like, okay, maybe they're not all like gonna eat us and eat it. Well, that's kind of was my main concern, that we were like cattle. It's just so Melvin's like slapping his head right now, but no. I was like, I don't know why, or even I kind of know where. It just, somebody mentioned that maybe we're just cattle to them, and it just never went away in my head completely. I don't want to be ate by an alien.
Now, here's something that's interesting,
I'd
Bonnie.
probably be greasy.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
But no, this is something
Throwing that
that's
out there.
this is something that's interesting that you didn't even notice that you just did. But this is the first time you've actually openly spoken about this. Aliens.
I know. I
Like,
know.
I didn't ask you to do it. You just.
Yes. Well, because I did have to go to Melvin, and that's the thing is, I had been I've dealt with spirits and all these odd things that are hard to explain, anyways. But I've dealt with them enough to where I understand them a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anybody that's dealt with something enough, they kind of get a knack for it and try to either accept it or just like really go crashing through life because, you know, sometimes it's not like for me that this was going to go away or I could try to close my sister. Well, you know, I have family members that they just don't, you know, because of their beliefs and so forth, they think it's wrong, and that's fine. That's them. I'm the type of person that I feel like whatever we do, we have to do to make, it's something we have to accept within ourselves. If we cannot live and be happy with that, with what we're doing, then that's not the best for us. But, like, you can struggle through it or you can just go with it and try to understand it. And that's what I chose to do because it wasn't going away. It wasn't getting, like, I wasn't seeing less. I wasn't hearing less. And I didn't have less weird activities happening around me that would scare other folks. And, you know, because that's happened so many times that I wanted to really learn. My thing was I wanted to learn, you know, to understand it as well as get a harness on it to where it wasn't scaring my coworkers and stuff by accident. You know, so when it came to me, I started out noticing a star in the sky, or I called it my star because I always saw the same star in the same place. And I even got out, because it was so odd, I would get out the star gazing maps that you can get on your phones and so forth. And it logged every star and thing in the sky or near it, but not it. And I was like, okay, Melvin, can you explain this to me? I figure you might know, you know about aliens and stuff. So I'm sure you know a little bit about planets. And he was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I said, well, it always blinks at me. I'm thinking it's just a star that's blinking. I didn't really want to think of anything other than, why is the star blinking at me? Well, you're quite gifted, Bonnie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not think that anything like that would be like, don't say that, Melvin. So I had to go from being terrified of these things, of extraterrestrials, which like I said, I'm still like, sage doesn't work, holy water don't work. So it still makes me a little bit nervous. And I've just asked that, hey, if you're out there looking at me, please don't show me your face quite yet. I don't think I've handled a lot of weird things and seeing some horrible sights. But that is one, so I don't think I could wrap my head around that. I would probably come out like, if you've ever seen the movie Overboard where Goldie Hawn's being tormented by her 3 stepkids. Yeah, and she's like,
the original Overboard guy, not that terrible remake.
Oh, did they make a remake?
Yeah, starring
I'm so glad
Anna Faris.
Ew.
They reversed it too.
Oh, so. I'm so glad I didn't watch that. But no, the original. Yes. Yeah, so I feel like I would be like poor Goldie Hawn's character after she just had it with those boys. Because like I feel like I would lose it if I saw them, and I was just kind of up front and honest. Like, I just don't think my little humanoid brain can handle all that at this moment. And so if they're looking at me, I was just kind of decided to be, well, I mean, not like I could fight it if I wanted to, if they are, so I just like, okay, either I can kind of like with the other, either I can go with it and learn to accept it and ask questions when I need to, but then, and just kind of get by as best as I could. So it went weird. Like, how long? I was terrified for a minute. Melvin literally had to talk me until I fell asleep a couple of nights. I know that, and I thank him so much. No, literally, it was weird because I couldn't turn my head towards my window. I have a big picture window, and I swear it felt like somebody was watching me all night, and it was like not okay. I was not comfortable because it was not a presence that I had ever felt. Like, it felt way more. It was way bigger, is what I explained. It was not anything that I had ever come in contact with. And I've like, there's other psychics like Amy Allen has even like, when she's come into it, and it doesn't happen a lot, but when she does, she's like, I don't think you can get rid of this. She's so nice about it, but like, she looks even like, I don't know how to tell this person this. Oh my gosh, this sucks for you. Because like, I feel like even it's like something that, even though when you understand the paranormal, it doesn't mean that all paranormal go side and side. There is a big, like, there's a lot more known about the paranormal than there is, in my opinion, than there is out on the aliens and the extraterrestrials that may exist. I feel like we have maybe the grace, and I was totally wrong about our little lizard pals. I thought they were all devils. No, I don't know. I didn't think they were great at all, but I didn't realize that just like humans, they can be bad and good. And so I felt kind of guilty. It's like, oh man, I kind of just threw them all in one mean lump sum.
You're racist.
I am. I hate all aliens. No, I don't. I really don't, guys. They're going to be so mad at me, Melvin.
No, I think...
No,
I actually think you might be getting a visit soon.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, it's weird when I do, because if you notice, my patterns of sleep are always weird around it, too.
Yeah.
And what I'm noticing. And it's like, I don't, like, and the funny thing is, it's like, I only remember here and there glimpses of a few things that have happened. And then there's other things that are just like time's gone. And it's getting weirder. It's like I'm trying to be a little more cognizant of it, of what happens and so forth. But of course, most of the time they know that I have to be pretty much, they're like, we need like like what would, I guess, like whatever a volume would be up there to like knock this one out. Cause she wets herself and stuff. She like, just like she just leaks. Like, I feel like, yeah, I feel kind of bad for them. Whoever has cleanup duty after me, that's bad. I'm not going to lie. I will pee myself.
I don't think you're that bad. Don't worry.
I don't know, Melvin.
Well, the good thing is you won't remember, so.
That's true. It is so weird. I'm watching, like, I'm on video with him right now, and it looked like I don't know, like the way you moved was like very, you remember Max Headroom?
No.
No, you don't.
No.
Oh, God. No, you wouldn't, because, like, I think he was before your time, probably. Well, he was, like, or mid-'80s. And, like, he was a Coke commercial guy, but he, like, moved real spontaneously. He was, like, a computer, but he almost, like, glitched. It's weird. You just kind of
I know who you're talking. He was in Back to the Future, wasn't he?
Yes.
Part 2.
Yes, okay.
Yes, okay.
You moved like that just now. It was really odd.
Oh. Wow.
And maybe it's just your camera, but you had that weird glitchy. It's the Matrix.
Oh, maybe.
It was weird. You glitched.
So I'm not really here. I'm a program. Oh, well, it happens.
Oh, my God. What if we all are? I'm sorry. I'm just playing with you. But
well, no, there's actually a theory about that, but we'll save that for another time.
Oh, my God. We need an episode.
We'll do that another time.
Okay. But no, I feel like your guide is your main guide, and your main lady will always be Miss Pearl. I think she's your gal.
So, and
she's so sweet. You're lucky. Melvin's pretty lucky, guys.
And the thing is, too, I was speaking to another friend about her, and she pretty much confirmed, like, she's never gonna tell you what's up.
I tried to tell you that, Melvin, but you weren't having it. I'm so glad. No, but yet, are you still trying to figure it out?
Oh, I'm still trying to I'll figure it out. Something's gonna give. Like I said,
You know what's so funny? She's gonna go one day. She's, we go through this every time. Why don't you just get it that I can't tell you why we're going through it? What I am.
no, like honestly, I swear I will figure it out because I know I'm on the right track somewhere. Because
Oh,
I know it.
I
Like you've given me enough hints, whether she likes it or not. Like I know you've given me enough hints, and like I said, we know it's some connection there. We know if there are more than one life. We know it's been multiple. Um,
mm-hmm.
we know for a fact if she is extraterrestrial, then like we were
Advanced.
advanced. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Excuse me, not extraterrestrial per se, because we can't even say that for sure, but she is on.
This is like beyond, yes. Like even beyond, like way bigger
So,
than that.
would you say borderline, not borderline God, but somewhere
like almost like a goddess type, yeah, like very spirit, like deity type.
Yeah, we're not talking about Earth deity, not Zeus
No,
or
no, no, no,
Odin or
no
them.
Zeus, nothing like that, but like it's so hard to explain because like what best way I can explain it human like most people would get would be like what is the very most biggest crazy the most unknown but most people want to know about aliens, what would you say that would be?
The most
Just your first like the one that's least known about but really seems to be the most spiritual.
Arcturians.
Okay, so let's just say that she could be even more advanced than an Arcturian.
Well, now that's just completely next level. I have no idea. I'm never going to find out. I'm going to find out, though. That's the thing.
I love it.
Like, I will find out.
Like
honestly, maybe it's the Taurus in me.
That's kind of where we're at. You know what I mean, though? That's kind of like, that's the only way I can explain it because it's the sparkles that I saw around her. It was almost like gazing.
Well, no,
bright.
This is what you told me. You basically said, you're like, all right. Glitter. It was like, just pretty much think of the galaxy.
Yes, the galaxy is like beautiful, glittery, like sun, the stars, and it's just that beautiful colors that just kind of swirled. It was so pretty. And that's all I could think of. It's almost like your mouth couldn't find words for it at that moment because it was just, it kind of, like I said, when I told you, it kind of took me back for a moment because I'd seen anything similar, nothing near it.
To be fair, though, you also have a thing for sparkles and glitter.
I do love glitter, but like this was in the middle of my living room. Like I have little boys, they would not let me get away with glitter because they would end up having to carry that to school. But no, like it was weird because it was just this beautiful, I always say it glitter, but to me that's kind of what the galaxy can look like. It's almost like on these pastel and purple and these gorgeous different swirls of color, like glitter thrown in there. To me, and that's what she was. And there was like no earth, like no humanoid type form at all. It was just this, I want to say like this big huge massive awesome. She's a big huge massive awesome. That's it. That's all there is to it.
I might split this in two. I think I will. I'll split this into two bonus videos.
Awesome.
So what the heck is she?
She's a big mass of awesome.
I'll figure it out though. I will.
You know what? This is so cool. I the more you don't like, the more I can almost hear the frustration because you just want to understand her, and I feel like she's kind of just like, haha. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I could see that, but the thing is, I'm determined. Like there's a way. Like I'm not the.
And maybe that's that determination that y'all both have, though, that is similar. Because let's be honest. Like, would you like? Is there such thing? Could there be such a thing as a lazy or a non-determined extraterrestrial? Do you think it even
Oh,
when
most definitely. There has to be a couple.
you think? Come on, you really think there's some slacker aliens? Like
I would be one. Oh wait, maybe that's what it is. That's what happened. I was one of them. They're like, dude, you gotta learn.
You know what? Maybe that is it. Oh my god, that's what they do with those rejects.
Like,
Are you a fucking ET reject?
probably.
You got sent to. Oh my god, you got sent to America too. Jokes on you, fool.
No,
You
but
better start listening quick.
but no.
Oh my god, where else would they put your ass?
Like, I'm serious though.
No, that's interesting way to put it, though. I mean, what do they put? Where do they put their slacker? Oh my god, and they have to send somebody to watch over you. It's like, no, I have to watch this asshole. Okay, he fucks up if I don't. I don't mean to laugh, but it's almost funny to. Because what if that? It's almost eerily scary enough to be true. You know what I
remember,
mean?
I did.
Is this
remember,
a prison for?
remember what I was writing though. I'm still writing. Heart of an angel, soul of a demon, or heart of an angel, soul of a demon. So, and you're like, hey, you're picking up on something. And
that's creepy.
So,
it's weird. Is it not odd though? Maybe you're just a reject.
No, I don't think I am a reject. In all seriousness, I don't think I am a reject or you.
It is weird though. That is okay. So maybe there are slacker aliens.
There most definitely are. I'm pretty sure of that. Because come on.
I mean, like, I guess like not what we would consider a slacker. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like at this whole like this almost Bart Simpson type of
that's not being a slacker. That's just being bored and having to find something else.
Well, what do bored aliens do?
Honestly, they probably mess with people.
Oh God, that's true.
So and since we're on the alien topic, this is another thing you said, which was interesting that I will never forget. And I don't know if they're one and the same or what, but you recall we were having a conversation about the extraterrestrials, your particular extraterrestrials.
Yes.
And then we got on the subject of Pearl and then Arcturians and all that good stuff.
Yes.
And you said that, oh my God, Melvin, there are star people. You use that word specifically.
Yes.
Like you see stars on me or around me, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
the glow. Mm-hmm.
Are they the same as Pearl or something different?